guys, my name is Elena. I am the owner of Elena Nicole Health. I am a certified health coach and personal trainer. I help women who want to lose weight and get healthier do it in a realistic and sustainable way. So you can really look and feel your best every day. And we do that by creating routines and habits in the areas of movement, nutrition, and mindset, which I believe is the missing but key piece to so many programs that are out there. So today's video is about 4 things that I wish I knew when I was really struggling and feeling stuck the most on my health journey. One day I was just driving or in the shower, because that's where I come up with a lot of my ideas, especially for content, and just thinking, what do I wish I would have heard back when I was having what I've heard called my ice cream on the kitchen floor moments, like when everything has literally just came crashing down around you and you like get ice cream out and then you like dump it on the floor. Like literally you feel like you can't get any lower. You feel like you've tried everything and just nothing is working. You're making no progress. And that's where I was at for a while, up and down with it. And these are the things that I wish someone would have told me and really helped me to understand and believe about myself. And I know that I would have gotten there quicker and easier. So like my wish for all of you is that you would either believe these things now or work towards believing them, because I feel like you will get there quicker and easier as well. So these are the 4 things. Number 1 is that you can do it. You can accomplish any goal that you set your mind to. And we hear that like as we grow up, and we really don't know what it means, but just that it is as possible for you as it is for everyone else. And if you don't believe that, I would just start to question why you're telling yourself that you can't do it. And that was like number 1 for me. It was like my number 1 limiting belief. And I realized it one time because somebody had asked me, why I wasn't making progress or something, or why I hadn't reached a goal that I had set. And I found myself telling myself, I just can't do it. And that day, I remember like going back home and just thinking, why in the world am I deciding to just like block off any opportunity that I had to reach a goal that I had set? So I would just encourage you guys to just question, why am I telling myself I can't? It makes me crazy because I know I did it for the longest time and it really held me back. The other piece of that is that it is possible for you. And if you truly don't believe that yet, after you kind of question that a little bit, look for examples of how it is possible for people in a very similar place to you, whether that's a working mom or, a mom or just a working professional woman, whatever place you're at in life, look for other examples of people who are working towards goals that are similar to yours. Social media makes that so easy now, which is a really cool part of it. Maybe that's me, maybe that's someone else. And okay, number 2 is that you are not alone and there is nothing wrong with you. You are not alone in this journey, and there is nothing wrong with you since you haven't figured it out yet. I think that was another thing. I just literally think back to this one specific moment, and I felt like I was the only person on the earth dealing with this problem. I was the only person who was never going to figure it out, and there was no one to even like talk to about it because no one understood. And I just want to tell you guys that every client I talk to, every family or friend who tells me something they're going through that is related to health or weight loss, I have always heard it before, and most times I have gone through it myself. Whether it's not being able to stop eating at night or after work, or staying out of the break room and eating the treats that are there that you really don't want to. I have heard it all before, and I've been through it myself. And I always hear the same phrase, not always, but a lot of the times I hear the same phrase. It's really weird. It's really sick. I know I have something wrong with me. And you don't. You guys, it's so normal. It's something we all go through, and it's part of the process. So I just want you to know that you're not alone in it. You're not the only one going through this, and there is support out there for you. Again, working with a coach like myself, looking for groups that are out there on Facebook. I do encourage you to look for groups of people who are going in the direction that you're trying to go in, and not people who are just commiserating about, how we can't lose weight, we can't do this. We want to be looking for positivity and support and encouragement versus the alternative. But I do want you to know you are not alone. There are people who are exactly in your place. There are people who are even a few steps back from where you're at. There are people who have made progress in the same exact spot that you're in. And then there are people who have completely came out on the other side. So look for those people, again, like I said in number 1, as your example of inspiration, motivation, and just kind of a source of encouragement that you can get where you want to go. Okay, and number 3 is that you have the power and you have the most valuable, the most helpful, productive, underutilized tool in the entire world right now to start making progress towards your goals and doing what you want to do to get where you want to be. And that is, the tool is your mind. Literally, the plan is not the problem. We don't need another meal plan or any kind of thing. Yes, those are great. Yes, I help people create those, but usually we're not reaching our goals because we are not sticking to a plan or something that we've created or someone has given to us, or we have for a certain amount of time and then we've decided like we're sick of it and like we're done with it. And usually that is the problem, and that all starts with our mindset. And besides the fact, if you have a goal you want to accomplish, we all know how to Google. We have more resources than we'll ever need right now. We all know how to go on Instagram. You can get a million meal plans. You can get a million workout plans. You can get workout plans for your home, for the gym, for your car, probably everywhere, for the hotel. I mean, you can literally find it all. We all know, most of us know, that is not the problem. The problem is ourselves and our self-talk and our limiting beliefs. And once we can manage our mind, we can not only reach our goals, but we can maintain them. And that is why I stress that so much. If you look at my page and you follow me, a lot of what I talk about is more mindset and thought related, because the food and the exercise is really the simple stuff. Like I said, we can all Google, we can all find those things. It's getting ourselves to do them consistently and for the long term that is really the challenge. So once we learn how to use our mind, once we learn how to think, and we create like mindset habits, like I mentioned in the very beginning, that is really key. So just know you have everything you need. Yes, a plan is amazing. A plan might be great. Even, like I said, I work with you to create an overall plan that we're going to work on following, but that includes what we're thinking as well. So that is a key piece of this. Okay, guys, and number 4 is that it is going to be challenging, but you can handle it. It is not meant to be easy. And I think back when I was going through the hardest times of my journey, I felt like every single time I faced resistance, or it felt really, really hard, that I had all the excuses and reasons and those thoughts in my mind that felt really, really true and that I should believe, that made me feel like I should turn back the other way. I thought something was wrong. I thought that it just wasn't meant for me to accomplish it. And really, the truth is, anything that we work towards, any big goal that is going to cause us to level up and evolve and grow, that is part of the process. The resistance, the discomfort, all of those thoughts and feelings that make us feel like we shouldn't be doing what we're doing, literally pushing through that is the process. If you are able to push through that, what feels like, I've heard explained as like trudging through mud or pushing that boulder like up the hill, when it feels really, really hard, if you're able to continue on with your mindset habits and your plan that you've created and doing the things that you set out to do that you know are going to eventually get you where you want to go, if you're able to continue with that, that is the process, that is the path to success. So knowing that it is supposed to be challenging, you are going to be flooded with all of those excuses that you're likely giving yourself. They're all going to feel true, like we don't have time, we don't know if it's working, we don't know if we should be doing this. When I wake up in the morning to work out at 4:55, every single time I have all of the reasons coming to mind why I should just close my eyes and go back to bed. It's comfortable, I can do it tomorrow, I don't need to be doing this. Is it really necessary? Blah, 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 all the things. So I have to be ready with thoughts and reasons to counteract that, to go against that. But I do have it, it happens to me every single day. So having those thoughts and that resistance is totally normal. And the biggest piece to take away here is you guys can handle it. No matter what you're faced with, no matter what comes at you, you can handle it. You get to choose if you listen to all of that kind of buzz, that chatter that you're going to have and the resistance, and turn back the other way to comfort, to where you came from, or to continue to push through. And that is how you will get to where you want to go, is if you are able to continue to push through anyways. So anyways, those are the 4 things that I really feel like I wish I would have known, believed, understood, could have been true for me when I was going through the hardest times in my health and weight loss journey. And even today, I think about those constantly. And like I said, that is really like my mission, is to help all of you understand that those are available to you. So you can do it. It is possible for you. You are not alone. There is nothing wrong with you. There is someone or many people who have been in your place, who are there now and who have come out on the other side. You have the most valuable tool and the power to make progress and start to can move towards your goal where you are right now using your mind and your thoughts and being aware and paying attention. And then lastly, it is supposed to be challenging. It's not going to be super easy, super simple, but it is challenging, just like every other thing in our life that we have accomplished and goal that we've worked towards. It's just like that. So I hope that you guys found these somewhat helpful. Like I said, they're just things that I wish I would have known, understood, applied. If you have questions on any of them, please always feel free to reach out. I am at Elena Nicole Health on all of my social media pages. You can also reach me on my website at elenanicolehealth.com. Like I said, I'm a certified health coach and personal trainer. I work specifically with busy, usually working women, many moms like myself who are looking to lose weight, get healthier, but also really just want to look and feel their best every single day. I work with you to help you feel more empowered, more confident, more in control of both your health and life. So you can really go from where you're at, figure out where you want to be, and I help you bridge that gap. Using a lot of the things I talked about today, but actually helping you understand them and really believe them for yourself. So again, would love to talk to you. Please reach out with any questions, and I look forward to talking to you soon.